Alright, so if we ever decide to do video games on this channel, we need to do some awesome fighting games.
Like what?
Well, you know, like some of the classics, like,
Wait, I got this. Street Fighter 1, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2.2, 2.1, 2.6.
Tournament Edition, Championship Edition, Turbo, Super Turbo.
Super Mega Ultra Turbo. All those?
And then we go Street Fighter 4, because we're skipping 3.
Why?
Why not? Let's go get the Godzilla fighting game from the Famicom. Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today, in some action figure news, Figma is going to be releasing some Virtua Fighter action figures.
Some what?
Virtua Fighter action figures. Virtua Fighter.
Woman, a what?
You never played Virtua Fighter?
No, I played it. But have you seen those figures? They're all like square. Like, how would that work out? Those figures will look hideous, man.
That's the point. Because if you guys have never played Virtua Fighter, it is an awesome game. Came out back, the original console that came out on, I believe, was a Sega Saturn. Came out in Japan in 1994, stateside 1995, and was also released previously in arcades.
In 93.
Yep, and it's also widely considered pretty much the first 3D game. And not like 3D in design, but actually like the way it was fought. Because generally with fighter games, they're done in 2D, which is pretty much... you only go pretty much forward, back, up, and down.
Mortal Kombat.
Like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighters.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, early Mortal Kombats and newer Mortal Kombats. And like Street Fighter, Killer Instinct.
Don't you look at us like that. We all play those horrible Mortal Kombat games.
Because they're awesome. God, that was like my childhood. Just beating up my friends and punching them in the dick.
No. I'm talking about like that, where you play as a Sub-Zero and you actually played a storyline.
Oh, I've never actually played that.
What?
I never played that one or the was it Shaolin Monks?
Oh, when we get that recorder, Steve, that's what you're playing. I have it. You're playing this. We got this.
I'm okay. Granted, I wouldn't mind playing some bad games, but
we got
channel
this.
related. But anyways, for the Sega Saturn, I actually really love Virtua Fighter. It was probably the first game I had on it. Because I'm pretty sure it was a launch title, if I remember right.
Steve, do you have the game now? Steve.
Somewhere. If I could find them. I have a ton of like Sega Saturn, PlayStation, and Super Nintendo games. Don't know what my mom did with them. Just like my Godzilla stuff originally when I moved out. This all disappeared.
She was like $1 per box.
I'm pretty sure it just ended up in a yard sale. Which makes me really sad because there's like Panzer Dragoon. We had, Panzer Dragoon was in that box. Like,
Steve,
Legend of Dragoon.
There's going to be an old-fashioned butt whooping with your mom. We got this.
It's sad because the game I missed the most is the Alien Trilogy for the Sega Saturn. That game was amazing.
You had that?
Yes. And yeah, I don't know where it went.
I'm going to beat you to death over here. You're lucky there's nothing sharp around here.
I'm sorry. But anyways, back to the figures. What makes these figures awesome is they're actually the representations of the models from the original game. So they're not like super clean or stylized. They're actually just hardcore polygon action figures, and I love them. And I kind of wish companies would do this more often. Because you have like NECA where they'll put out like toy colored inspired figures, but generally they're just the color scheme of like the representation from the video game, while these are just like pretty much straight ripped from the video game.
Are you talking about like that Alien one that I have from the Alien 3?
Yeah, like that one, or like my NES Godzilla, where it's just an older figure. It's like a figure already released, but it's just new colors. And with this line, I hope they actually release more characters, because what they're coming out with is Yuki Akira and Sarah Bryant, which are actually one of the more characters I would actually really like to see. Although Jackie Bryant would be really cool too, because he has like the spiky cloud hair.
Wait, they're only releasing 2?
Yeah, there's only 2 as of right now.
Oh, sad.
And also, what's her name? Pei Chen? Would also be really cool. She's like the Chun-Li looking character.
I want that.
I'm fine with this.
That's the one I want. I know what you're talking about. I want that
I
one.
need some polygon movies in my life.
Oh, can you imagine if they ever released like PlayStation versions of game? Everything would be like square.
Oh man, you did the Lara Croft.
Yes.
We did a Lara Croft figure from the Saturn PlayStation era.
Yeah, I want to play PlayStation 1 Lara Croft with 2 guns where it's just like, dun, 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 and her hands are like,
yeah, just the giant box boobs.
yeah.
Oh god, that'd be fantastic.
Idea.
Some Resident Evil figures would be awesome.
Oh god, that would be so horrible. I would buy those. I would support this line.
But anyways, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to order these figures, though. I really, really want to, but with work right now, it's kind of limiting my budget. But if I do get some random money, definitely a contender.
Definitely, like, I would.
Especially if you guys really like Virtua Fighter games or just like the old fighting games in general, then this thing's amazing. We need to support it so they can really sell their figures.
Yeah, so when you guys buy one, make sure you send me one.
And me?
Don't send it.
It's okay. We don't need figures. I'm lying. You know what's funny? In this entire video, we haven't really talked a whole lot about Virtua Fighter. Other than at the beginning. Still an awesome game. Like, I loved playing when I was younger. Especially with my stepdad, where we used to just fight each other all the time in it. It was always cool, too, because like you had to like bring in the aspect of you also can move left and right. Not just forward, back, up, and then like jump up and down. Like you actually like dodge. And it just kind of like changed the whole perspective of how you actually do a fighting game. It's crazy. That's why I play 2D fighter games nowadays. It's just too complicated for me. But anyways, please let us know in the comment section below if you guys are interested in Virtua Fighter figures. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today. Let's go beat up some people. Ow! Not me.
Aw.
Bye-bye.
Bye.